Stuff. Alrighty. Welcome to the Mark for Life Wrestling Podcast. My name is Jeff Bailey.
I'm Jerry Jones.
And another Friday is in the books, and we had another pretty awesome Rampage.
You gotta love Friday nights and Rampage, man. It's a great way
to get a nice 1 hour action-packed, good wrestling excitement.
Yes.
Tony Nese, impressive.
Wow.
Very impressive. What'd you think, man? Overall impressions of the show?
I loved it. I had a good time. I had a great time tonight watching the show. And watching, Tony and Sammy, that, I just love the way we started. The way the show started. I'm such a mark that I do feel like it's our company.
Such an AEW mark, aren't you? AEW hashtag Jerry producer for AEW. Just kidding.
But yes. I love that we jumped right into the show with the title match, and it was an excellent match.
Oh man, he is so good. Very innovative. He's cut to absolutely chiseled glory, and he wrestles really, really, really good. He's clearly got some awesome looking offense.
Yeah.
I think the guy's nothing but he's very impressive.
He's a star, man, and I we say it. I feel like we say it once a week, but I feel like this was a pay-per-view quality match. It was a excellent match.
I think they kind of gave us two tonight.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about Jade Cargill. 62-second squash match. But yes, the first match is amazing. It's one of those ones that definitely looked like Tony could, it looked like he was about to. He could have taken the belt. There were there were multiple 2 and 99th 100th counts in that match. What a good way to start Rampage, man. And then what do you think about the Jade defeating Miss Kicks-a-Lot, Thunder Rosa's little lady in a squash match? You're very, very high on Jade Cargill. We all know this, Jerry.
Yeah, you know how much well, I mean,
give us the Jade rundown and why you think a 60-second squash match is the way to go.
Well, look at how they promoted it. They're like, Jade Cargill will be in action, right?
Thunder Rosa is going to give you commentary, and I'm like, all right, Thunder Rosa is going to give commentary. I love Thunder Rosa,
and so
we get to hear her talk for a couple minutes, maybe. No, the match is 2 seconds long.
So here's the thing,
come on, man.
The match, I think the worst, in my mind, the worst possible match that we could ever see in the women's division would be Jade Cargill versus Ruby Soho. I mean, it would just be so bad. They want to make Jade a star.
It's not going to happen.
And she will be one at some point. Maybe they want her to be the female Goldberg. Okay, well, but we see how that worked out for.
I think the idea is get the belts on Thunder Rosa, and clearly, one thing I will say, they have made these TBS matches very, very important.
Yes,
awesome, really, really good matches. Could give Thunder Rosa the belt and keeps her away from Britt.
Yeah,
Britt's happy. You're away from her. You're not challenging her, and I think we all know that Thunder Rosa is the end game, right? For taking the actual title. Yeah. So have Thunder Rosa hold the TBS title, give it a nice christening, let her defend it a couple times, and she can drop it to somebody else.
Yeah.
Who's really over, and it's their time.
Well, I think what are your thoughts? The fans, do they love Jade? I mean, I think they love Jade more than we do.
Maybe. just still looks so green. That second pump kick, which was unnecessary, was terrible. And it's like you've already won the match, you've already dominated, you did the glam slam, it's over, and she goes for another pump kick, and it looks terrible. It's like, oh my god, you didn't need to do it. You should have done something else.
Yeah.
There's a safer way to do that. And then Thunder Rosa comes down and, at least gives her, gives her kind of the most of a beating she's ever had, probably.
Yeah. I will say this about Jade for all the people who might think I'm a Jade hater. I think
you're a Jade. I think you're a Jade lover, Jerry.
Well, I think she has tremendous upside, and I'm disappointed.
I agree.
I want to see that. I want to see that potential unlocked. Yes,
got something.
And maybe that's what. Maybe this is part of the setup. Maybe with Thunder Rosa, we're gonna get. I mean, honestly, with Thunder Rosa, if we can get an 8-minute match, I would be happy with an 8-minute match.
Don't know if you're, I think that it's gonna, Thunder Rosa is the most veteran wrestler she's ever worked with, so hopefully this is gonna be a really nice, long, good match. That's my hope anyway.
Yeah. So if Ruby's in a different bracket, right? Who's Ruby going up against on her side?
Nyla Rose.
There's no way. So here's the thing, right? We've got to have Nyla Rose versus Thunder Rosa for the championship.
So. I think that's the best title. That's the best championship match.
It's the best championship match. They're two of the best.
Gives credibility. A former women's champion is wrestling for the
They're two of the best in a very, very stacked division.
Extremely.
And I as much as Ruby is over and as much as Jade has potential, I can't see giving two of the top spots in the women's division to two performers who just can't bring it.
I'm
sorry, man.
We need to go on the record.
Yeah, they just.
I'm going on the record. I'm not impressed with Ruby Soho right now, and that may not be a popular thing to say or anything like that. People are praising that match, and I'm not understanding it. And they're like, "Oh, this is one of the best matches the AEW has ever done for women." I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" I felt like it was terrible. I felt there was bad stuff in the breaks, and I really felt bad for Chris Statlander because I'm a huge fan, and I would really have liked to see her progress further. I don't know.
And she's just really good. She's just really good. The division deserves the very best to be put over. And I feel like over the last two shows, the better two wrestlers, and I don't even know who the hell this person was that Jade went up against. But I'm willing to bet you
I wrote down Kicks a Lot Girl. She was like the queen of kicks or something.
She probably works better. And I don't. But
apparently she's a Thunder Rosa trainee.
I want Jade to succeed, but I'm just going to be showing tough love. I don't have any hopes for Ruby. I think Ruby is what Ruby is. And if she's the female, if she's the Eddie Kingston of the women's division. Oh, but the difference is that Eddie can go. That's the thing,
dude.
Eddie
awesome.
can go, right?
Eddie is awesome.
Speaking of Eddie, we got a little promo,
and sick little vignette promo. Yeah. Always gonna love it.
Yeah.
I love his little. I love that he just like Mick Foley. He has that ability to give you he can come at you and be full aggressive, but he also can give you I'm just gonna slow talk you to death and say something really, really sickly sinister in a very, very subtle way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you. gonna die. And he does it really good, and I like it.
Yeah.
And I like the 2.0 guys a lot.
I love the 2.0 guys.
You blockhead. But we're clearly going to get Jericho and Kingston teaming together.
Yeah. And we'll see how that works out, because it doesn't sound like that's going to work out too well.
Dad Rock. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well,
no spoilers, but
it's like I'm enjoying 2.0 beating up Dad Rock.
Yeah. Guess Jericho's has been in the UK on a mini tour with Fozzy.
Yeah, the Foz.
Yeah.
Getting his Judas on, getting his Dad Rock on. Hey, do it, man. Enjoy your life.
Doing his thing, man.
Best to you.
Yeah,
it's so funny, dude. I watched Danhausen. He vlogged his whole Jericho Cruise experience, and he was a part of the Jericho Cruise and all this stuff. It's just hilarious. It's like it's 9 a.m. and they're like, "Here's Jericho, like, everybody, like, Striper on the pool deck, my favorite band from the 80s, guys, 8 o'clock in the morning, let's go." It's just nonstop all day partying with Jericho. I can only wonder.
I would love to party with Jericho like that. Maybe
it sounded like a blast.
Maybe next year, or whenever do the Jericho Cruise.
We get a sponsor. Everybody out there,
dude. I mean,
Blue Chews of the world, we're here. I will promote your wonderful products.
We can record every day from there. Recording live from the Jericho Cruise. Come on.
Yeah.
What's not to love about that?
Somebody give us some love. Definitely Double or Nothing confirmed for Vegas this in 2022.
All right. Well, there we go.
We gotta go, Jerry.
There we go.
All right, going into the main event. FTR and Death Triangle.
Can I just say that how much I love Mark Henry?
Oh, he's so great.
Oh, man. He's
main event. I look forward to the main event interview so thoroughly.
Yeah.
And of course, this one kind of gets out of control.
Which was awesome.
Guys. There's been enough talk.
And I just love how the crowd just pops for Mark Henry, man.
Oh yeah, it's like even as soon as it comes on the screen, the crowd there like pops hard. It's like, oh.
Well, even at home,
it's like it didn't work out as on the desk.
Yeah,
but man, we love this. It makes me so happy.
I mean, even at home, I'm like, it's time for the main event.
There's been enough talk. You blockheads, you knuckleheads have clearly had enough talk.
Can we get Mark Henry to do the main event at every pay-per-view? I feel like that needs to happen at every pay-per-view.
Yes, actually, I kind of agree. No, I don't know. I also don't know if I mean, I think that maybe he should pick a couple matches, but I don't know. Kenny Omega and Hangman. I don't know if I want Mark Henry interviewing them before the match. But
or maybe it's time for the match before the main event.
The first match. I don't know. The who knows? We're sipping on there, Jerry.
I am sipping on an Athletic Brewing Company Upside Dawn.
Oh, the Upside Dawn? Is that delicious?
Dawn. It is a delicious golden ale from Athletic Brewing Company.
Fine folks at Athletic, non-alcoholic
beer. We're not sponsored by Athletic Brewing Company,
but we could be. We could be. Just saying, folks.
It's brewed without compromise. If you like the taste of beer and don't want to feel wasted, like you were in your
No.
20s and 30s, you know?
Oh man,
Yeah.
the Rumplemints dreams.
Whew. Oh, don't
Oh,
nightmares.
oh,
Oh man. Oh.
Jägermeister.
Hey, this hair on this chest didn't grow itself. I tell you that right now.
Certainly not, my friend. This hair didn't lose itself. Oh, buddy.
There's so many different angles to go with. So many roads to go down that I will not on this family show.
So our FTR comes out. Speaking of one of my favorite bald acts. You know, Dax Hardwood, just top guys coming out being awesome. I love their music so much. It's one of my favorites. They come out, Death Triangle, you know, and clearly Pac struggling a little bit with his equilibrium with the one eye patch king. How do you think anything about this match, dude? I'm very curious because they gave it 20 minutes.
I loved everything about that match.
It was so good.
I mean, Death Triangle. I mean, FTR. I mean, these guys just remind me of the 90s. Like, just, I don't know. I feel like I'm going back in time when I watch them, and I mean that in the very best possible way.
I mean, it's very much, you know, Brainbusters 2.0. I mean, it really, really is. I mean, the music, everything, the outfits. And you know, I heard Arn bumped really, really bad, really hard the other day.
He slipped and fell.
He's in rough shape, I guess.
That. Poor guy.
And holy crap, we're rewinding that match. Jose, the manager, shirtless. What in the hell, my dude? No wonder Chavo got kicked to the curb. He whipped his ass.
I mean, Jose, Jose is like, man, like a little chiseled rock, man. Like, Jesus.
What the hell, man?
Even you know, I mean,
that whiff, because the thing was that Arn clearly falls, and then Jose's already past him, and then throws the clothesline. Even though
he tried to sell it
on the ground.
He tried to sell it, man.
It's like,
while he's also trying to pull Arn out.
He's like trying to help him up. Arn's like hip exploded.
I hope Arn get better, buddy. But you know, kind of hard to get.
Tully bumped pretty hard in this match.
I mean, you know, Arn should not worry about getting the Glock and worry about getting the walker with the tennis balls.
Whoa!
You know. Don't come after me, Armed Anderson fans.
It's the Walker Glock Deluxe.
I could see his walker like he's got like Glocks attached
on the side.
Oh, no one's gonna carjack
Get the walker.
Get the walker. Get the walker.
Glocks in the walker. Glocks in the walker.
You know, I say that knowing that I am however many years away from that. I mean,
oh man.
You think about
don't go to the chiropractor, my friend.
Oh man,
get X-rays of your spine. It'll just terrify you.
Yeah. I mean, you think about all of the tumbles that he and Tully and some of these older guys have taken, and they're still just getting around. That they're even walking to the ring. I'm like, dude.
You think about how many, you know, AA spine busters, you know, a guy can take in his career, and you know how much, you know, torsion these guys put on their backs and their necks, and you know, it is finite, and they do. It's safety is of course number one, but it does take a toll on the body no matter what.
Yeah. But we got an excellent tag match. I mean, this was professional wrestling. Like,
this is so good.
Yeah, that's kind of what as I'm watching, I'm like, oh, this is professional wrestling right here. Like, this is just so good.
You know, we just get it back and forth, you know, just some good little mix of everything in this match. And what do you think of the finish, man? With Malachi getting involved here with Poxter.
It was, I don't really like those kinds of finishes, but I understand it. What I'm hoping is that we'll get, a Pac Malachi Black.
That's the goal here.
Yeah.
Of course.
Which, that is going to be an incredible match.
Better damn well be.
If Malachi can get healthy.
These guys have only known each other for like 50 years.
Yeah.
So they better be able to wrestle.
Can I just say this real quick about Pac? Is if they ever decide to reboot Wolverine, he is Wolverine.
He's about the right build. If you're going straight comic book.
If you're going straight comic book, man.
I mean, if you're going straight comic book, he's about the right build.
Yeah.
But do you really want Wolverine to be a short guy? That's always kind of the discussion is, do you really want him to be a short guy? I mean, well, I'm sorry. I'm a diehard Hugh Jackman person, so I mean, you and about 75% of the world. I think he's super talented. I'm not going to throw shade at Hugh Jackman. For anyone who thinks I'm about to throw shade at Hugh Jackman, I am not going to do that. Hey, some people are afraid to go out after Beyonce. Some people are afraid to go after Taylor Swift. I am not going after Hugh Jackman. He's amazing. Yeah. Spectacular. Seen him live, seen him sing and dance. He's a wonder. Wait, you wait, hold on. You've seen him live? Yeah, I saw him live. Where'd you see him? At the Sprint Center. Oh, like he was just there doing like a show or something? Yeah. I mean, he's won Tonys, man. Like he's just like with like a variety. Boy, he won show? A Tony. He won the Tony for Boy from Oz. Wow, I didn't know that. Oh man, it's like Boy from Oz. I can't remember the guy's name, but he like portrayed it's like a gay icon, a Broadway. I mean, icon. I was introduced to Hugh Jackman through Wolverine. Showman, the Greatest Showman. Never saw it. Oh, spectacular. Yeah, I hear Rebecca Ferguson's in that, so I might need to watch it. She is. She does not sing though, which is surprisingly. Is she a singer? No. Well, I don't know. She might be, but she portrays a singer, but she actually does not sing her song. Well, Rebecca Ferguson does the voice work. Only needs to be Rebecca Ferguson, as far as I'm concerned. See the movie, watch it. It's good. It's very heartwarming and touching. Yeah, good stuff. Back to wrestling. But Malachi going for the the interference, and you're getting big time heat with gouging his other eye out. Yeah. So, where do you think we're going from here, man? I just feel like in the same way in Loki, where the multiverse just kind of just splinters off, I feel like we're kind of getting some of this with AEW. Like there are just so many potential directions things can go in. Because I still feel like there's tension between Andrade and Malachi. I think that's a story that's going to be unfolding here, I think, over the course of several months. I think but I'm curious, and you've been talking about this. I do think you're right. I think it is time for a trios belt. We got to have a trios belt. There's just so many. I mean, because we didn't even talk about, and I don't want to accuse you because of your hatred for this person of maybe deliberately skipping over,
But I could see them being in the ring for, in line for that trios belt. Obviously, Death Trio, which they already have a tag title. But what do you think?
Christian Cage?
What do you think about Christian Cage?
No.
One of your big criticisms of Christian Cage has been he hasn't
what do you
done
know? Oh, he
anything.
just put gold on him.
Yeah, but your accusation of him not putting young talent over, I heard a Christian Cage who's now looking to put these guys over. I'm like, what say you, Jeff Bailey?
How would putting the trios belt on him get young guys over?
Well, it gets Jungle Boy over. It gets gold on Jungle Boy. It gets gold on Lucha. And he says he's committed to those guys winning a tag championship. And I think when they fall short, then we're like, you know what? What we really need is a trios belt. TBS, come on, TBS. Let's get a trios belt.
TBS trios belt.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's still put it the gold on him. It doesn't put. I mean,
my guy, Christian Cage delivered a stellar promo, and he's committed to Luchasaurus. He's committed to Jungle Boy, and I'm like, I see you, my friend.
News fest promo. I mean, come on, my dude.
Right.
I see you nowhere, my friend. I mean, come on.
The Danielson
promo it's just I have heard it 20 times before. It is nothing new, nothing whatsoever new.
What about the Danielson, Johnny Hungy?
I am stoked about this because I think it's going to be wonderful. Again, we get to, by the way, anybody notice they changed the graphic for Wangman Danielson?
Yeah.
For Winter is Coming. The H was corrected on the graphic. Clearly because of the hashtag Wangman.
Yeah.
Trending. But no, I love it. The Johnny Hungy stuff, I mean, it's really good, and I like that he gets John Silver. I mean, John Silver is never going to be probably a main eventer.
No.
But he does have some fun stuff, and it's good to get him seen on TV. And I think we're probably going to get to see some fun stuff, and then unfortunately he's going to have his face caved in, and then probably put into an incredibly horrific position.
I figure leading up to the whole Winter is Coming, what are we calling this event on the 15th? What's it called?
It's called Winter is Coming.
I guess you can
special event Winter is Coming.
I guess you can do that when you also own the rights to Game of Thrones. You can just kind of do that and not infringe copyright. But I that's why I think the beating that John Silver is going to take is going to be tremendous,
graphic,
leading into that next week.
I mean, Danielson just looks unstoppable right now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, it's mean and vicious and vile, and I like every part of it. And like I said, I look for him to just do something absolutely brutal to John Silver.
How fitting would it be? I'd be curious to get your thoughts as someone who's really been, I think, plugged into this. How amazing would it be that Adam Page has been on this 2-year story arc, and that in his first defense, Bryan Danielson
looking like the most unstoppable beast ever in his absolute maximum power of his prime.
And
you're getting, and he's just, by the way, he's just kicking all of your friends' ass every week. Every week he's just kicking one of these guys' ass. There's actually literally tearing a guy's MCL. Not that you idiots know what that means. That was pretty great stuff. And he's knocking Colt Cabana's teeth out.
Yeah.
It's good stuff, dude.
What I would have loved, I know that we're talking about Rampage, but kind of digging back into Dynamite, one of the things that I would have preferred from Adam Page, because John is like, hey, you can't touch him. And all he needs to say is like, I respect Tony. I love Tony, but I don't give a damn.
Whip your ass.
Yeah.
I'm gonna whip your ass.
Yeah. And
that's the Stone Cold thing.
You beat his ass, and you're like,
Stone Cold would have just gone down and whipped his ass.
Yeah, you whip his ass, and like in Tony, you grab the mic and say, after you beat him down, you're like, Tony, if you want this belt, you need to bring your ass out here right now and take it. Otherwise, I'm walking out of here the way I walked in as AEW champion. Like, he needs to.
Where are you gonna find me?
Yeah,
where are you gonna find me? 10K. 10K, find me 10K. Spending on sneakers yesterday. I mean, come on. That's what I mean. That's what's badass, right?
What would have been badass is if he had had a bag already under the announce table. Like, oh, you're gonna find me? I got a bag right here, and you start throwing. Here's my 10 grand cash.
My stripper money machine. No, that might be a little aggressive, but
well, it may have been a little aggressive, but then again, we did set Cody Rhodes on fire on Wednesday.
Cody Rhodes set himself on fire. Let's not,
Well, and to be even more, his wife
gladly, with a gleeful look on his face, her face lit him on fire.
I feel like her eyes were saying, let's light this bitch up. And then he takes all of them.
All of it.
But do you feel like Andrade was like, dude, you got to take this, right?
Oh yeah.
I'm not doing this for you. Yeah, this is you doing this.
You're eating this.
Yeah.
You're eating most of it. I love the hole. I get that flaming little piece was on his chest. He's like, you can pin me, but get that damn thing off of me.
And I'm sure they get along, but Andrade just makes me feel like he really is just really naturally annoyed with all things Cody. And that's just great.
Maybe. I really don't know what Andrade is like behind the ring. I'd be, behind the scenes. I'm kind of curious. But I kind of imagine he's probably a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, he seems like it.
But yeah, I mean, they literally have laid. I mean, they've laid the wood to each other. I mean, and given us pretty great matches.
Yeah.
I kind of liked it being left where Andrade had a good pin on him, and we left it at that. But got to ride that horse a little longer. Of course.
Yeah.
See if we can get Cody over somehow, some way. For some unknown reason.
But I love that. I think
just gotta try to keep getting him over.
I don't know. I think we've come to a point where we know that he's got to give us what we want, man. Give us what we want, and we will love you. Yeah, we will hate you until you make us hate you, and then we will love you. Which is the weirdest, most meta thing in wrestling.
Well, I mean, that's the whole, the whole, do you like the heel?
Mm-hmm.
Whether, when you're booing for, there's some to be wrong. MJF is just awful. And I get that a lot of people just hate him. I get a lot of people absolutely hate him.
Yeah.
But, he's really good at what he does. And I appreciate that. There's something to be said about how well you do, the wrestling business is all about how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
How you get the heat, how you win matches, how, all of it. It's part of telling your story, telling the story of your character, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Like I said, my granny loved the bad guys. She prayed for him too.
Well, it just goes to show you that it doesn't matter how old you get, the ladies always love the bad boys.
Always.
Yeah.
Sorry, nice guys out there.
Yeah.
I hate to break it to you,
all you baby faces out there. Sorry. Even though I don't,
it's good to be the bad guy.
Says the man in the black hat.
Ayo.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. So good night. I had a great time tonight with Rampage.
Good stuff.
I think AEW had a pretty strong week. Despite
I'd say
only a couple major low points for the week. The 3 low points for the week, I would say, would be the MJF part of the MJF CM Punk promo, the Soho Statlander match, and then the Jade Cargill match.
Do you think there's possibility that MJF going for the lowest hanging fruit against Punk in that way? You think it could be on purpose?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it could be like, you're not even worth my A game. You're not even worth my A game. I'm not even gonna indulge you with it.
Yeah.
We're
not gonna indulge you with it. I think that there's the potential of some long-term storytelling. I can imagine. I love the fact that there's this kind of the opportunity for real beef is there between MJF and Britt Baker, which then ultimately means down the road you could be setting up an MJF Adam Cole kind of deal later down the road. But I love the fact that he has kind of embraced this notion of this insecurity of being replaced. Like I think there's some doubt that's starting to set in, and it reveals itself by him invoking Britt Baker's name again. Like, hey, am I actually still a pillar? Have I been replaced by Britt Baker? I love that Punk is kind of getting into his head, and so I kind of like that on purpose notion that I'm going for low-hanging fruit. You don't deserve my A game.
You get Wardlow again too. And I don't think it's any coincidence you get a Wardlow squash match on Dynamite,
right?
As well. And I would not be surprised if we do see a Wardlow Punk match soon.
Oh yeah.
And we get to witness Punk just absolutely get annihilated by Wardlow. I mean, I think he would, of course, sneak, he'll still sneak out a win. But Wardlow is going to probably just put him, beat the living tar out of Punk.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that, and that, of course, if we're hoping is sowing the seeds of Wardlow turning on MJF.
Yes.
Which will be good when it happens.
Yeah.
It's going to be pretty awesome when it happens, What else are you looking really forward to? I mean, I also got to say, just go on the record of loving, with Sting coming out in that face paint with Darby was on Wednesday was pretty amazing.
Can we
loved every part of it.
Can we show some love to the Gun Club and Billy Gunn? Oh my gosh, Billy Gunn can still go, man.
I think Colt Gunn is looking pretty good. He's very athletic. Still looking a little green. But good grief, Billy can still wrestle,
man. Yeah.
But I mean, at the same time, you really have to take that off to Sting.
Oh yeah.
has looked amazing in every match he's actually had to participate in.
Yeah,
and I just love that he's bringing something. I worry that he does bring something very fun and unique with Darby. I wish it was helping Darby on the stick more, but it is also very clearly that he has a pretty good, amazing bond with this young man. And
yeah,
I think it's pretty amazing, and that's showing with when they do this face paint and stuff like that. It's pretty amazing, I think.
Yeah, I love everything about that partnership, and I think a couple of weeks ago I may have mentioned that maybe it's time for Darby to part ways with Sting, but I
kind of
love
maybe
seeing them
thought that way
together.
too, but after seeing this, no, I love it.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
100%. I do want to get your thoughts on the whole Adam Cole Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this, man. I'm excited for the prospect of seeing those two guys go.
I think it's going to be really good. Unfortunately, I just don't see any way that Orange can go over here.
No,
at all. They might get over in a trios match, but I think this will probably it's clearly already produced a tag match. Which is going to be awesome. Young Bucks against Chuck Taylor and Rivero. That's going to be great. That's good stuff. But then I hope that we get an actual full trios match with Super Click versus Full Chaos or whatever.
Yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun, man. I'm excited to see Cassidy and Cole at some point go toe to toe. Who knows?
I think that's. I kind of hope that you save that for a pay-per-view, maybe.
Yeah.
But, you need to do it for an awesome Rampage or whatever. Do it.
Yeah.
Anything else out there, man? You wanted to talk about the whole wrestling world?
No, I got. I got
all right.
Nothing.
Then let's just go ahead and put it out there. Preview. Call your winner of the Dynamite Battle Royal this week. Choose your winner.
Who's
MJF is of course said he will defend and retain his diamond ring. So he is in. Most of the members of FTR, I believe. I don't think they really even have a full list.
So it's gonna be MJF.
Well, Lio Rush, Dante Martin, all the FTR guys. I think it will end up, it's one of those things that gets down to the last two and then they have a match.
Yeah.
So I think it would be awesome if it came down to Lio and Dante Martin or I think it would be awesome if this was always like a bait and switch. Dante was always with Lio, and they screw FTR.
I think it could be that. I think,
or what if Punk screwed MJF somehow?
Yeah,
there's that too.
Yeah, I kind of hope that Lio and Dante are trying to screw, FTW, but we'll see.
I hope so. I look for Lio Rush to probably mess up. He is going to have an amazing spot with every member of FTR. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Wow, would it be crazy if Hook was in this thing? But I highly doubt it.
Oh man,
I'm thinking Hook debut.
Give us Hook.
Hook debut. Hook ain't giving us no chips until a little later down the line, I think.
Good old Hook, man. I love that dude.
Right on. All righty, guys. Well, until next time, smash that subscribe button, V-trigger the like, double axe handle the notifications.
Yes, indeed.
Leave us some comments. Let us know what's going on. We'll talk about it. We'll wrap it out. And we'll see you next time.
Marked 4. Wow.
Life, baby.
What was that? What I don't even know what that was. What was that? Peace out, y'all.